Hi again, and welcome back to Storytime. Today we are going to read Silly Billy by Anthony Brown. So, our title only has two words. The first word is silly. Now, you know what silly means. So, silly can be if someone can do something silly, or someone can say something silly, or even think something silly. So, for example, if you ran in from outside and you said to mom, "Hey, mom, it's raining meatballs," or "It's raining pizza," mom might say, "Ah, you're silly." And why would she call you silly? Well, because it doesn't rain meatballs or pizza, right? Okay, and the second word of our title is Billy, and Billy is a name, and it's often a boy's name, and you can see a boy on the cover. And one more thing to look at is, can you find the I? Find the I in the word silly, and look at the doll. So that's a doll. Look at the doll's face. Is that a sad, happy, or worried face? Yeah, that's a worried face. So maybe Billy is worried about something. So let's read and find out. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Billy used to be a bit of a worrier. So when we worry about something, something often bothers us, or we think about it always. We always think about it. And look at Billy's face. Is he happy? And look at how he's walking. No, he's not happy. He looks sad or worried, or maybe both. He worried about many things. Billy worried about hats. And he worried about shoes. Do you think he's scared of shoes and hats? We shall see. Billy worried about clouds and rain. What happened to his room? Look at his room. It looks like he's sleeping in the ocean. His room is flooded with rainwater. Billy even worried about giant birds. His dad tried to help. "Don't worry, lad," he said. "None of those things could happen. It's just your imagination." So, imagination is something that we think about, right? So, it's something that we think of in our head. So, for example, I might be able to imagine that teddy bears are eating cake, but can a teddy bear eat cake? No. But I can imagine this, right? We can imagine so many things. His mom tried too. "Don't worry, love," she said. "We won't let anything hurt you." But still, Billy worried. One night he had to stay up with his grandma. But Billy couldn't sleep. He was too worried. He always worried about staying at other people's houses. So he didn't want to stay at maybe a friend's house or sleep over at a friend's house because he would worry. Billy felt a bit silly, but at last he got up and went to tell his grandma. Yeah, look at his face. What kind of face is that? Yeah, it's a worried face. And here's grandma. Well, fancy that, love, she said. You're not silly. When I was your age, I used to worry like that. I've got just the thing for you. So, did Grandma tell him that he's silly? Or did she say he's not silly? Yeah, so she said, You're not silly. You're just little. So, when she was little too, she also worried. Let's see how Grandma is going to help him. There we go. We see a hand. And in the hand, what do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 dolls. What are these dolls? She went into her room and came out holding something. These are worry dolls, she explained. Just tell each of them one of your worries and put them under your pillow. They'll do all the worrying for you while you sleep. So what Grandma said is, she's giving him 6 dolls, and each thing that he's worried about, so he said he worried about the rain, he worried about hats, he worried about shoes, he worried about sleeping over the friend's house. So if he tells each doll his worry, so maybe doll 1 about the hats, doll 2 about the shoes, like this, and he puts them under his pillow, then the dolls worry and he doesn't have to worry. So he passes the worry to the doll. Billy told all his worries to the worry dolls. He slept like a log. So this sentence, he slept like a log, so that means he slept really well. And he didn't worry. The next morning, Billy went home. That night, he again told all his worries to the dolls. He slept like a stone. So this sentence, he slept like a stone, do you think that means he slept really well or did not sleep well? Yeah, so he slept well. The next night, Billy slept well. And the night after that. So are the worry dolls helping Billy? Yes, they are. And why? Because he's sleeping better. But the night after that, Billy started to worry. What is he worrying about? He couldn't stop thinking about the dolls. All those worries he'd given them. They must be worried. It didn't seem fair. So now why is Billy worried? He's worried because he told his worries to the dolls. So look at the dolls' faces. We have Colin, Polly, Lizzie, Mary, Sammy, and Teddy. And they all have these worried faces. Do you think it's Billy's imagination? Let's see. The next day, Billy had an idea. He spent all day working at the kitchen table. It was difficult work, and at first he made lots of mistakes and had to start again many times. But finally, Billy produced something very special. So this word produced means to make. So he made something very special. So look at the table. We see maybe paper or fabric and yarn. What do you think Billy made? What do you think he produced? Let's see. And he's still working. There we see more fabric or paper. There's, looks like a glue stick. And maybe more string, the green one and the red one. Wow! Some worry dolls for the worry dolls. So just like Grandma gave Billy worry dolls for his worries, he made worry dolls for the worry dolls that Grandma gave to Billy. That night, everyone slept very well. Billy and all the worry dolls. And after that, Billy didn't worry very much at all. And neither did his friends. Billy made worry dolls for all of them. Wow, that's nice of Billy. So he made worry dolls for his friends, so they also don't have to worry now, right? Okay, that is the end of our story. You did a great job, and see you next time for story time. Bye-bye.